And of course, we do have ourselves a little bit of a nice little tunnels entrance, looking to make things work. Now, one of the players who I am scared of on this map, and I'm very scared of him, is Woxic. It feels like this is the one map he's never really let go of. He has been the merchant of death on it very often. Xantares, however, has been known to sell those wares many times over as well. It's a 1-for-1 trade down in middle. Essential takes him out and then immediately receding back to the B tunnels.
Yeah, I have a kit and full util on Major, but it's going to be hard to use that if they don't actually hold on to this B bomb site. Wicadia with those dualies up close, the damage is good from his teammate inside of the site as well. Calyx offering that support and doing a lot himself, finding 3 kills in this pistol round is Eternal Fire that see no real problems deterring that B bomb site. How will they deal with that added expectation? It's a whole other can of worms. Util being missed here by Bait, but they're just working map control. NPL does get himself into CT, and Alex will capitalize on all the chaos. It is a B-sided split. Major's in a terrible spot to deal with it, and yeah, just pincered between both angles. Bait, a very slow developing round, but one that does result in a site take, and more likely the round with it. I think teams are exploring this as an option more. You know, you can bridge a lurk smoke into a CT smoke, and it can be just as threatening that it's an A-side attack as well as a potential B split. So Major does have Wicadia on the site, but there's very little that they can do to stall the T's when they actually go and deliver the execute.
Well, that's not going to be helping at all. Wicadia is now waiting for them to come around the corner, swing in, and Alex has his head. Beautifully done, and look at the entries that Bait are giving us. It is perfection. This is exactly what you want. And look, Sam was talking about how, you know, maybe we talk too much about the reps you get online, but frankly speaking, this is the muscle memory you get off the back of it as well. Some crispy headshots.
Yeah. Now, this is also the thing about Bait is, you know, much like you would look at an Eternal Fire and think, who is going to actually go in for entries? You know, Major sometimes throws himself into the mix. Xantares is obviously the biggest distributor of headshots. Wicadia can do it. Calyx can. You know, there's not really like a weak link. I think that is very similar to how I would think about this Bait roster. You'll have some weapons that you can carry into this follow-up, but you're going to definitely need big performances from Xantares, from Woxic, from Calyx, and you can see Calyx desperate to get out towards long. There's Xantares to sweep things up, and at least a 1-for-1 trade, and there's Xantares chewing them up out towards long. Fantastic triple kill from one of the carried over rifles, and just like that, the initial map control from Bait immediately dispersed. So this reinforcements to Woxic is still at least 10 seconds away, but he has to do well to get his first. If the entry is clean, Bait are right back into it. They have more than enough util to stall as well for the execute, and the ripper from Essential is absolutely key. Plant will come in, and now the fact that they have smokes, they have Molotovs to stall will make things more complicated. No kit available here for Eternal Fire all the same. And it will come down to Xantares. The more he starts to step, the closer he gets to that bomb site, things should get very awkward. Essential might be able to hear one just missed moment, but Alex, it is a fantastic frag. Wicadia there with the trade, but Alex there to respond all the same. It is critical doubles from Essential and Alex that keep them in this round. Yeah, I mean, Xantares is getting 3 kills over towards long, definitely helping, but as soon as Essential gets that opening into B onto Woxic, the round just flips on its head, and this is Woxic maybe a little aggrieved by how the round played out, starting out with that AWP finally in his possessions, and now with a shutdown towards long as well, even with everybody being full flashed, unable to get a secondary kill. Let's see if Headtrick can get on the board with an AWP of his own.
Xantares would love to do the same. He's been given that one, and Essential taken down immediately. Xantares refacing NPL to trade, and Woxic shows he can do it with more than just a big green.
Bomb dropped as well, and it's into spawn. It's far from ideal. NPL going up towards that ledge just to get the refrag onto Xantares has put Headtrick in an awkward spot, but that's a lovely shot to find. Immediate reaction there onto Calyx. Wicadia coming up on his flank, and Headtrick does seem all too privy to the idea. But I mean, time is low, and Woxic still holds control of that bomb. The missed shot from Headtrick will result in a round back for Eternal Fire. It's the AWP that does show a little bit of dominance.
Wicadia, maybe he's going to be the playmaker over here. does have Xantares coming over with the flashbang, but NPL will take the fight to them before they even have the chance. No, Alex takes first duel. NPL will trade it out with Vicaria being caught with the smoke in his hand.
That's lovely stuff there from NPL. Just a staggered refrag. But Xantares going inside of the mid-smoke. He's definitely close enough that he can provide this fast flank, but it's all about timings.
Essential could catch him as well.
Yeah.
And he's checking for it, but no, Xantares still inside the smoke. Essential's worried, he sees the head, he's taking it down. And now with Woxic being the only member left, he doesn't have a weapon either. Major had been given the AWP to solo take the B bomb site. And with both their riflers dying in middle, that should be their hopes for the round gone. Bait guarantees 6. It's finding success to keep your roster together even beyond the RMR. But now the flashes, the B side hit, intercepted by Majors off. The first strike is there, and Wicadia is here to add the second to the tally. And they're not done yet. Wicadia, though, lost between targets, and Majors lost in the sauce, fried up open, and Woxic now smoked off, unable to find a kill in through it. Molotov trying to interrupt, but it'll only accelerate. Calyx moves forward. He's down on the bomb side now, down in the grave, and only Xantares and Woxic left. The big two from the Turkish side. But do they want to contest here?
It might just be another save. I mean, Woxic is already so damn low. A smoke available, sure, but no Molotovs to make their retake any easier. Yeah, they're calling it quits. Bait have broken through. Even with those first 2 kills coming Eternal Fire's way, the constant bombardment of utility and the, I guess, the lack of proper aiming from Wicadia. You know, his first kill was incredibly labored. He didn't have bullets to keep fighting. It just immediately just blows up in their face. And then the deep Molotov into the window, forcing Calyx to commit to the fight before that bomb went down.
I mean, that's the impressive thing, just the Molotov usage over there. Bait gets 2 Molotovs out towards the back of the bomb site after losing 2 players.
Yeah.
And maybe Sophie wasn't crazy all along. Miss Apples over on the desk did say Bait is her pick. Woxic, though, wants to prove her wrong, will only find the one. And Wicadia expected, almost lines them up, but can't get the frag. Again, this 3 versus 3, again, weakness on B.
This time they've got a lot more util, though. It's a faster protocol from Bait to just go with a very explosive B hit. So having smokes, having Molotovs, Eternal Fire will contest for this, especially with them running out of rounds in this half.
It does feel like they just don't have the choice, but at the same time, great post-plant positions. All 3 of them are playing out towards platform. It should be good retake, but this is a good incendiary. It's being lined up for the back of green. This should displace 2, but will it? The flash goes out. It's missed, and Alex is missing his shot. Captain Kurtka and Hedrick at the back of green now reveal, and it's Major to take them down. One at a time, he'll get the defuse as well. He might be the man to save the day for Eternal Fire.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. Nice that you highlight that Molotov as well, because you could see them very clustered up together.
Eternal Fire have no idea, are there members behind the smoke? They don't have grenades to pop them open. NPL could just phase this one through. Are there flashes? Will they be used? Hedrick has them, but Major's been taken down. Wicadia's found Essential, but now they know there's only one, and he's caught with a knife out, switching between positions and weapons. It's again this dreaded 3 versus 3 on the B bomb site. Last time they had Major to bail them out. Do they this time?
Well, I mean, he's gone, so they're going to need someone else to step up in this clutch. 3-on-3 where they do have a molly and a smoke. There are kits available all the same. Another Molotov being retrieved as well by Xantares is actually just being juggled over. But Captain Kurka's position is so hard to break, especially because they don't have flashes. Just holding the initial doors peak, but Calyx swinging out and finding that first. It's Hedrick to answer back immediately, but it has to be Hedrick to clutch, and it's coming down to time. Woxic could retrieve a kit on his way, but it's just too far gone. Hedrick will capitalize, and it will be 8 for Bait at the half.
Subscribe to ESL CS right now.
How do they do
say
that?
Water in the blood?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know what? Water in the blood would smell pretty nice, to be fair.
There is, but there was a lot of blood in that first half.
You know what? This is why you should pre-program things sometimes, not just wing it. Does look like Eternal Fire have winged it over to the A side. They've been very unpleasantly surprised to find out how vacant it is, but now bomb information given over, and suddenly the CTs are confused. Bait have decided we found a lot of success for B site hits on our T side. Why not do it again on CT?
Look, 3 players are flanking from the tunnels, though.
Yeah.
They're coming so fast that I don't think Eternal Fire are quite ready for this. They have to stand tall. You needed a kill from Calyx, and even at distance, Zantara is struggling with these dualies and just rapid firing. It's NPL that finds it, and the kit and the smoke on the bomb as well. This is complete robbery from Bait. They read ahead, even with Alex getting caught out, they still find the round.
I gotta present you a scenario now, okay? T side, all they're doing is abusing the B bombs. The Eternal Fire have to go for retakes over and over again. Now they're thinking, phew, you know what? Actually, at least we won't have to retake the B side. First round in, you gotta retake the B side in exactly the same circumstances. You're locked out by smokes. You've got to smoke down on the bomb as well. It feels like you just can't win the round.
Oh,
disastrous.
That's a nightmare. But they're starting to think about rotates. Captain Kirker will get eyes on short.
Oh, that's a labored spray, not what you want at all. Xantares takes him down, but flashed up by his teammate, and Hedrick will be given a chance because of it. They're scaling up, but he can't find the kills, and with that, what looked like a fantastic round for Bait has dissolved into a save. Eternal Fire will fight back.
Yeah, they were forced to make this decision. They didn't really have a whole lot of other options. Sure, they had a couple of smokes. They could have maybe gone for a mid to B, but without the layering of flashes, it would have added more difficulties, I guess, breaking in. What is NPL up to? Isn't he a little too close to the bomb?
He's dead.
Oh, he's fine.
What? Okay. Surprise, Xantares. He can't recover the AK, which kind of sucks, but all right. So I'll give you the real stats over here, right, guys? It is that top 30 teams. Hedrick goes down from a 115 to a 0.95, and he doesn't actually attempt that many opening kills on the CT side, which can be an issue, especially going into one of your first lands. Xantares, though, in the meanwhile, always steady, and Wikadi is there to add another. So despite the early aggression that Bait will attempt, they end up on the back foot, and now they have to try and reinforce the site. It's gamble or win, or maybe gamble and lose. To be fair, there is that option too.
Yeah. I have to say, Bait has been doing a very good job of kind of limiting the effectiveness of Xantares. Outside of the one round where he got 3 kills at long with a saved rifle, he's been, you know, he's still getting his ones, but he's been very often traded.
The problem is when you say you're limiting his effectiveness and he's still 13 and 10, that does go to show you what kind of a player this man is. And it's obviously not the monstrous performances we can expect, but now the monsters are looming in. They have ducked behind the smoke. Major has come in through ramp, and now Hedrick, fantastic shot with the scout, will give Captain Kurtka a chance to really fight back. Are they expecting him? Yes, they are, and well, twice over, Calyx will make sure the round will have no further complications.
Yeah, Captain Kirker just tried to sow in those seeds of chaos a little too soon almost. I mean, with Hedrick taking attention and finding that opening kill, it actually could have provided an opportunity for Captain Kirker to punish the bomb planter or maybe the defender of it.
He did get that sick 1v2.
Yeah, well, if he hits shots like that through the whole map, they have more than a couple problems on their hands.
That flashbang sailed way too deep. Hedrick was never going to get out of there alive.
It's the kind of flash you get in a pug and you just have to trust it.
Trust me, bro, he's going to be blind.
Yeah. I learned the God lineup, and
God is not helping him today.
yeah, he's not actually flashed.
Utilities out for Bait as well, so now at this point it does feel like it has to be an individual point of aggression. That individual has been shut down. That's a flashbang and a half right there. Xantares is helping Major pick up another NPL in the meanwhile. Position reveal. Major docked out a dodge, and Xantares kicked out of hell. It's back to a 3-on-3, now down to 2. Look at this aggression. Bait want to take control, and they found the bomb. Calyx now struggles to make this lurk work. He's been forced to reveal position. Wikadia in middle can't get the shots in, and now suddenly NPL's heroics have turned around this entire game, potentially.
Calyx has to find this first and cleanly, but Essential, just completely unbeknownst to him that Calyx could be out towards middle. So that is a free kill, and NPL just completely full of ego, just goes straight for the swing. I can't believe he gave up his position. He had actually safe passage to cut off Calyx for the bomb. Yeah, he's been a real focal point for this Bait roster. They're running through the Molotov. Wikadia losing so much health, so losing his opening fight to Alex, but he's still moving forward into this B-bomb site. Essential, MP9, he's trying his best, but the Molotov making it awkward. Opening picks over at B, as well as breaking straight through it. They will have control, and they will have chances to plant.
Essential just sold his teammate down a river over there, but this could be a chance if you take down Zantares and recover the rifle. Do you want to contest? There's frankly a better argument to be made for saving the op over here as well, but it does feel like you're giving Eternal Fire a lot, so at least NPL will go around and have a swing at it. Even just containment is nice. You are at the point where Eternal Fire's money can be put down a little bit. Not sure. Well, with Captain Kurtka dying, this round is over.
Yeah. They were going to give this a proper look in, but NPL might still try and slide out and be a bit cheeky, but yeah,
that's a mistake.
Punished just for hovering around. They had to exit this bomb site at some level, and Headtrick even losing a lot of health. If he loses this AWP, it is very, very bad. And yeah, he jumps across.
Okay.
He Molotov the doors too.
Let's talk about this. He mollies the door, jumps across and dies. NPL stays for too long over there in a place where he's never going to get anything done. Let's be realistic. He dies.
That closed doors Molotov is a pretty clear signal of intent for Eternal Fire. Very rarely going to throw util like that if you don't actually have a lurker coming out and taking space. Zantares hesitant peek, but Captain Kurtka getting both. The trade that Calyx tried to line up, almost a triple there for Captain Kurtka, but getting confirmation of another player out towards long, and that is already massive signal flares here for Eternal Fire. How on earth can you get that progress? Major, a good opener, but it's just not enough to bail Eternal Fire out of this round.
It's still 2 versus 3, and they do have possession of the bomb. It's a 1-on-1 on the A side that you have to worry about initially, and with Woxic already scoping past, it feels like Headtrick is set up for success. If Woxic can find one on the short side of it, if he gets a good flick here, you never know what's coming your way, and he had the chance, but he can't do anything with it. Headtrick now revealed. Wicadia takes him down, but that's a trade, and you can't get over to plant the bomb, not in time. A nade to go deep, but they're not low enough to finish him off, and now with Woxic getting the plant down, you have one shot, one opportunity to no-scope NPL, but can't pull the gun out in time. NPL will take it away, but that is expensive.
You usually expect him to win it.
Or Wicadia, for that matter.
Yeah, and both just got floored immediately.
Oh, Woxic! A little bit of classic Woxic hopping will bring them right back in advantage. Eternal Fire will feel good about that. They went into this round with a Mach 10. Calyx out on long. This would be huge. Headtrick's in a great position as well. If they don't Molotov out Headtrick, it does feel like this round is unwinnable. And right now, he's been left alone. But Wicadia flying through the air, and it's a traded shot. Woxic takes him down. NPL reveals himself. Nice little duck out of dodge, and Captain Kurtka will do his job with the grenade instead of the bullets. Woxic left alone. 2 kills to the round, the only 2 they have found. But with 15 seconds on the clock, Eternal Fire will recede.
Yeah, there's just no hope in winning that. I mean, a fantastic leg there from Headtrick. The fact that he even gets away with a kill, re-peeking back into that angle, it's already a very challenging fight to go for. You don't expect to get away with your life, but a very quick shot, and then some nice supportive utility. But Bait already read ahead of that play. They had players in position to capitalize.
Of putting them down.
This will be a test of patience here for Bait. Do they re-peek? Do they challenge long? Especially when that open Woxic's hands could punish immediately.
Tech9 to close the distance with Zantares to take the charge. Captain Kurtka on the bomb side. He has been a savior of Bait many times over, especially on the CT side. But he is completely alone. He's been given assistance. It will not matter. Zantares! What an adjustment. And immediately it's time for Bait to back off. They will not be able to go for this retake unless they strike soon. NPL being very careful. He's worried about being taken down before his teammates can make their way up to short.
But they cede a lot of ground. They give a lot of respect to the buy of Eternal Fire, and yeah, you could just see how quickly it kind of blows up in their face. It's a very explosive round. NPL, some nice kills on the exit, but Wicadia will be able to get away with his. Will take a fair amount of damage, but 3 players will survive for either squad. So Eternal Fire, they get themselves up to double digits. They get themselves within punching distance to tie it up and push overtime. It's a 3B start here for Bait. That is a clear signal that they're going to try and make use of these saved rifles and push for info. It's an opener from Headtrick as well around the mid-smoke.
Wicadia's made noise, I believe, and no, he's going to find 2 massive. He's not ready for NPL around the corner. NPL will trade, maybe more, but Zantares keeps himself alive. What could have been an absolute robbery over there, bring it back to a 3-on-2. Ends up being Xantares saving it.
Oh, you imagine if he had a 5-7 or a P250 or something, anything but a USP would have given a better chance. It's a miss from Hedrick. Could have brought this to a 1-on-2, but they now know exactly where he is, and they can do everything within their power to just run the other way. The Turkish scene would be able to deliver on. They had a lot of good words to say about him when he first joined the teams, and then there was a little moment where you maybe saw a couple mistakes start to rear its head, but he's refined his game so much.
They know Eternal Fire's intentions, but will they bite down on it? The rest of the three players so far away. The flashbang is perfect, but Essential still gets it done. Nade has been dodged. Alex will frag back, and Bait might do it with two. These two players on the B-bomb side keep it under control, but Woxic and Major do the same. Woxic has been jumped down on NPL, and Captain Kurtka have got one man to take down Major. Another 1v2 on this B bomb site is absolutely vital. He ducks away, he takes his opponent's position, and they might not expect it. They turn around, but Captain Kurtka gets it done. Bait will upset.
Such a tragedy. Another 1 versus 2, and they had backs turned. That was Madras for the taking. But Bait have caused an upset immediately in Group A, where we're talking about Eternal Fire as the tournament favorites. They fumble in their opening best of 1.